What about that? Dang, that's a pretty guitar.
50-minute late TC.
The top on this guitar is very pretty, but as you can see here, that burl was very thin and it had holes in it. So there's a lot of pieces here that are uneven and mismatched, missing. Some of them are maybe a 1/16 of an inch deep. Well, that's where this comes in. My homeboy plastic wood. Let's see what we can do with this. I did a test piece ahead of time right here. I gouged a big old deep hole and a little thin hole in this, and let's see if you can get in on this. Look at that. That stuff works good. There we go. It stinks good. I'm not so much worried about getting it smooth as I am just making sure that I fill in these spots. I know there's someone out there going, "Oh my God, he's destroying that guitar." No, no. Now, I need to allow 15 minutes to dry. I have a 3M sanding block, but I'm aware that not everyone has that. So, I'm going to take this piece of sticky sandpaper and just stick it to this board. I mean, you can't get any more simple than that. And you could do something like take this piece of styrofoam, wrap your sandpaper around it and glue it, or duct tape it from the back. But here we go. I'm just using this rough sandpaper to knock the tops off. Then I'll switch to an easier sandpaper and an easier sandpaper. I probably wouldn't recommend that anyone else use 60 on a guitar top, especially one with a thin burl like this. But I'm just using this to knock the tops off. Wear breathing protection. See mine? It's called do as I say and not as I do. that. See how it's all filled in? All the grain is filled in. My mother owned a body shop for a lot of years, and I can just hear her right now saying, "What are you doing touching that with 60? You don't knock off Bondo with 60. You got a 120 right there. 240 would be better." Yeah, I'm lazy. I'll make it good. Also, I'm not using very much pressure on here at all. I'm just letting this thing ride around on here. I see very few places that I will have to reapply filler, and that's because I put so much on the first time. I just put it on there like so much, and you see it just knocked right back off. One thing, what I'm trying to say is, don't try to be smooth with it when you put it on. Just pile it on there. You'll knock it back off. You have something that's exactly flat like this, it's going to knock it back off. It'll only hit the high parts. I'm also working this binding quite a bit, as it was high in several places. I'm going to take this 80. I would suggest you use a block on the 80 as well. I got a good feel for this. I'm just going to use it in my hand. I think it just needs some more sanding, and I believe that will be fine. I'm going to go and dump this dust. So after looking at this in the sun, I've decided to add a little bit more body filler in just a few places. Let's give that 15 minutes. It's been 22 minutes. This stuff is good and hard again. I'm going to take this and just knock the top off. I can't stress too much just how easy I'm being. I mean, I can do it on my own fingernail, how hard I'm doing it, and it doesn't scratch my fingernail. And to emphasize how easy I have been going, look, that was 60 grit. And look how smooth. Look how smooth. You don't want to dig scratches into it. You're just fighting yourself. Well, one more little bitty bit. Now back to the 80. Make sure you wipe this plastic filler dust away. It will scratch the top. Now, 120. And I will say I was making an emphasis to go around the edges quite a bit more than I am in the center here. Not only because it's going to be covered up with a faceplate and a thing here. It's because I want to ever so slightly arch this top. If this didn't have binding on it, I would be arching it a lot. That would be the front almost completely done. I see here we need to work into this a little bit more. 120. It's time to dump this box again, get all this junk out of here, wipe that off real good, and work on the sides and the back. Good view of what it's looking like. Time to do the back. I've looked about on here, not completely, but I've seen just a few places that could use some filler. There's a crack there, a ding there, a dent on the back. That's about all I can see. I used some little pieces of styrofoam to hold the guitar so that it doesn't scratch the face. So we'll set it here. First thing I'm gonna, I'll do this first. Now we must allow 15 minutes to dry. It's been a good 30 minutes. Let's work on this here. What dent? What scratch? Now, I need my 120. There. What crack? What ding? Alright, now I need to work this guitar. It's probably going to be boring as hell. So let's see. I need my 80. Got my 120, and here we go. I've rounded the edge off. Where it was very square, made it round. Okay, now, see how rough this is? That's just rough. I'm gonna fix that right now. Get that 80. Look at the level of finish we got here. Good and round. Good and round and finished out. Okay. Now, 120. 120. Now I'm actually getting onto the binding. But didn't you just scratch the crap out of the binding? You're darn tootin' I did. Now it will take stain and polyurethane and it will stick. I'm also going to Scotch-Brite this whole thing to hell now. Alright. Now guys, look how worked that looks. And not like something that was just cut out on a bandsaw. There's nothing on here anywhere now that's sharp. It's all very smooth. It's all got the shine pretty much knocked off of it. I need to work in here just a little bit. I see that. Now, that is very worked looking. Time to wipe that off and then figure out where all the holes are going to go in it. Check out that pretty thing. Look at them pretty feet right there. I'm lining up this bridge. I'm going to show you how I did it. We have a thread here. My wife's going to pull it right to the front of the nut there and hold it. And then I'm going to lay it right across this first string thing. And you see that we're landing right about there. Let me move over just a little bit. We're landing right about there on the neck. Okay. Then we're going to go to the back side. And it lands right about there on the neck. And it's okay for it to be a little bit closer. There we go. On this side, because that's a smaller string. The thing that you have to think about is that these neck pockets are loose, so this neck can go a little bit either way. I'll adjust it when I go to put the neck bolts in it. I will run a string from the tuner to there and really check it. I took the smallest screw and got my depth going here. Yep, got the depth. And gonna drill some holes and drill some pilot holes. Let's do this. Before I put my bigger drill bit in, need to drill some more pilot holes. There we go. Scuff around these screw holes, and then it is 100% ready for paint.
Yeehaw!
Time to tape up these frets. You're going to want to take the tape, put it on the top edge of the fret, and roll it in under there with your fingernail. Then you're taking, wrap it around, and roll it in the back side with your fingernail. Okay? Now we're going to take this good brand new sharp razor blade. I know it's rusty, but it's only been used to scrape a window. So go in at like about I don't know, a steep angle. Run right up under here. Then we'll cut that fret out. Be very careful. Don't cut your fretboard. I already been over this in the last video. Or the video before last. There we go. See that? That's one taped up fret. Now I gotta do them all. Cue the Clementine music and a ton of frustration. Finished with quite a few of them. I guess that was blurry out here. Well, let's continue. You may get faster and faster as you do it, but it's going to get slower and slower because there's more and more frets. Also, make sure you get the ends stuck really good. You don't want to be spraying with the spray gun and pop, and just pops up, rips back, and you spray your fret. Here's a slight disclaimer. I know there's some luthier out there going, "You're doing everything in the wrong order. Hey Becky, come look at this fucking dumbass. Thinks he's telling people how to build guitars." No, I've never done this before. This is the first time I've ever done this. I'm just using the common sense approach. I didn't even look up a thing on this. I'm just using my head. I've built a lot of different things. And everything kind of lends itself to other things, and I do believe I'm doing the right thing here. See, like that right there, I see that needs trimmed. Okay. I think by now you probably get the idea of this. I'm going to continue this down to the end. I need to be able to take it up in my hands and hold it and stuff. All the frets are taped up. That was a heck of a process. I want to say one thing. I had to make a repair right here. Right there. Put some putty. It's been drying for about 30 minutes. But this is the deal. I always wondered why all guitars had a hole in them right here. That's so you can hang it up without messing up the edge, because that piece of wire just ate right into the edge of the guitar. Yay! So, I'm going to sand this up, drill a hole in it. Look at that repair. You can't tell that there was a giant gouge going all the way through the side of the guitar. That makes all this ready for paint.
Plastic wood.
Yeehaw.